Namaste and welcome to today's guided flow. My name is Ray and thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into it. So let's start on our backs. And if you're having a lot of low back pain, you're going to want to plant your soles of the feet onto the earth and then knock your knees in together. This is going to help relieve any low back pain as opposed to just lying in a regular shavasana. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. And your left leg can either stay planted or your left leg can go out long, whichever is comfortable for you. And then start to roll out your ankle here, so releasing any cracks and pops. And you can kind of play around with your leg here. So maybe you start to move your leg back and forth, so getting into that hip joint, just a little bit of micro movement here. And then take your right leg and start to cross it over your body. So if this is pretty intense, you can go ahead and bend your left knee however deeply you need to, but we're coming into a supine twist here. So if you would like, you can have your gaze look in the opposite direction for a double twist, or you can just have your gaze look out at your feet. And slowly start to hug your knees back to center. And gently rock right to left, massaging out your low spine here. We'll take Apanasana. So on your inhale, you're going to press your knees away from you. Your hands are on your knees. And then exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. So just a few rounds of this, coming into that little bit of an abdominal massage and a low back massage here. Soles of the feet find the earth. And we'll set up for bridge pose. So inhale, your hips are going to start to lift off the earth. And then exhale, stay. So if this is really intense, you can slide a block underneath your low back and make this a restorative posture. Very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lowering down towards the earth, and you can knock your knees in towards each other. We'll just take a breath here. And interlace your hands around your left shin this time. You can hug your left knee in towards your chest. So right leg can go out long if this is comfortable. Left ankle is going to start to come into those circles. An option to rock your left leg back and forth, so just kind of massaging out your hip joint here. Left leg's gonna cross over your body. We're coming into that deep supine twist again, so if your right leg extended is too intense, option to bend your right knee so your knees are stacked on top of each other, and your gaze can look in the opposite direction if this is comfortable. Your arms are going to be at a T or cactus position. Slowly starting to bring yourself back to center. And you can hug your knees in towards your chest. We'll just do a little back and forth here, right to left, massaging out your low spine once again. So option to stay here or option to come into happy baby pose, so grabbing the insides of your feet. Now watch very carefully here. For happy baby, if your low back is picking up off the ground, you want to gently press your back in, but you want to make sure that your head and your neck aren't really arched up towards the sky. You can fix this by coming into a slight tuck of your chin, so you'll feel you'll have your entire spine on the earth. So you're going to have your low back pressed into the earth, and then you'll have your head and neck also pressed into the earth. We'll all start to make our way out of this and come to sit on your glutes. You're going to have that bend in your knees, soles of the feet find the earth. So starting on the right side, your right leg's going to cross over your left leg, coming into this figure 4 shape. You can lean back onto your hands if you want a little bit more support here. And you can kind of shift your weight forward and back. You'll notice how this changes the stretch. And we'll go ahead and switch. So left leg's gonna cross over your right, coming into that figure 4 stretch again. Starting to release this and then making your way up onto all fours, coming into a tabletop position. We'll move through some cat-cows. So inhale, belly lowers, gaze lifts. And then exhale, chin comes to chest, arch your spine back into space. Moving through these at your own pace, really connecting with your spine here. We'll come through one more round. So inhale, belly lowers, gaze lifts. And then exhale, chin comes to chest. This time, tent your fingertips, really arching your back. You're just gonna fully let your head hang. This is gonna release any compression in your neck. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, right arm spirals up towards the sky. Exhale, thread your arm through, thread the needle. And starting to unthread this. Deep breath in and exhale back to tabletop. We'll take that one more time. So inhale, your other arm spirals up towards the sky, and exhale, thread your arm through, thread the needle. You can gently unravel out of this and come back to a tabletop position. So your glutes are going to meet your heels, coming into this seat just for a moment. Your hands will come to your low back, or if you'd like something more intense, you can interlace your hands behind you, coming into a shoulder stretch. And we'll take a deep breath in. This is going to puff your chest out and is also going to lift your chin up towards the sky. So either option is fine here. And exhale, start to release. Coming back into tabletop and then pressing your hips to your heels, child's pose, balasana. Tent your fingertips and then walk your fingertips over towards the top right corner of your mat, feeling this stretch along your side body. And walk your hands back to center and then over towards the left top corner of your mat, side stretch. And walk your hands back to center. Sliding your way onto your belly, setting up for a sphinx pose. So your legs are gonna zip in together like one mermaid tail. You're stacking your shoulders over your elbows. Your entire forearm is rooted into the earth. Your heart is gonna pull forward and your chin's gonna lift, head's gonna lift. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly start to release back onto your belly. Shake your hips left and right, releasing this posture. Hands are going to slide behind you, almost kind of right near your armpits. You'll take an inhale up. Your heart's going to lift, head's going to lift, and then exhale, stay. Coming into Bhujangasana, low cobra here. And gently start to release back down to the earth, taking a breath here. Beautiful work. Now all you have to do is roll over onto your back and we'll finish right where we started. So if you have that sensitive low back, reminder to bend your knees and then knock your knees in together. Soles of your feet are planted on the earth. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just feel your body breathing right here. I will leave you here for the remainder of class. Please stay for another 1 to 2 minutes or however long you'd like. There's really a lot of benefits from being in a shavasana at the end of your yoga practice. But as always, thank you so much for joining me and thank you so much for showing up for yourself. Sending deep gratitude to you and all the work that you've done today. I love you so much and namaste.